We go back to some of the things that Jefferson said and wrote, and other founders said and wrote to one another, and they certainly had disagreements that were intense and that lasted decades. They disagreed on basic principles, and yet they were able to work together for the common good. And we all know the story of Jefferson and Adams once being great adversaries, and Jefferson, of course, defeating Adams for his re-election in 1800, and yet if there were greater friends in American history, I can't think of them at the moment. And their correspondence is a rich source of knowledge and inspiration for us even today.
Any place is a good place to become an American, but no place is better than Monticello, the home of Thomas Jefferson, the primary author of the Declaration of Independence. That startling degree, 240 years ago, was the big bang that brought our nation into existence. This moment isn't a celebration of Jefferson as much as it's a tribute to you and to your potential. The extraordinary thing about America is that each citizen is given the tools and the opportunity to make a difference and to leave a legacy that will continue once our brief moment on earth has passed.
In America, you are allowed to exercise all of the many rights and privileges granted to you as a citizen until they infringe upon others' rights and privileges. But there's a lot of space in between. No one can tell you what to do or how to do it as long as it isn't affecting other citizens in an adverse way. I think it's also important for everyone to focus on what these rights actually mean in practice. They mean tolerance to me. They mean that not only do you get the right of free speech, but you tolerate others' free speech. They do not have to agree with you, and you can be irritated by them, and it's okay. It's all right. Your irritation is not grounds to ban them from exercising their rights. So when I read the Bill of Rights, I think about that. All rights are limited in practice, but in the American context, they're as broad as they can possibly be, and we have to be willing to exercise them in a way that not only benefits us, but benefits our communities. Let's remember one other thing too. I think when you review the rights that we're granted under the Constitution, we all need to recall the history of each of those rights and the struggles that many groups have had to undergo to achieve those rights. And we all know that in Jefferson's time, we had not, as a society, achieved the kind of perfection that we hope one day to attain. We haven't achieved it today, but we're a lot further along the way.